Hello, welcome to Soul Cleaning with Chang. And today is Saturday where I'm here. Very peaceful weekend. And I have no idea what to say today, if or whether there is a message that wants to come through. But the only reason why I'm here is because I'm committed to doing this for at least 100 days or 100 until we reach 100 videos in the channel, but it doesn't really matter. And I may just end it here because I really don't care what really happens, or I know because I can't really plan anything at this point. I've come so far, and I've experienced the utter futility of trying to do anything purely based on your human capacity. And there's almost a perverted part in me that may be a shared human trait, that it wants to prove how great it is by its own, on its own, separated from other sources of power, or just other people in general. Wanting to prove how much you can do alone. And that aloneness is, for a large part, just an illusion. Because we don't need to go even far. We don't need to go very metaphorical about this. If we think of our body, like how the heart beats, how we breathe, and how the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide happens without us even knowing, which is all fundamental to us living our lives, right? Our just basic being alive, how to remain being alive. And even that, we don't control it. We can't do anything about it. The only time we try to do anything about it is when the process starts to go wrong. And it is unnatural for that process to go wrong. The natural default, if you will, is our bodies just functioning, right? Including those like vital functions. And so I think what I just said has there's a clue in what I just said. When things start to go wrong, that is when we start trying to do something about it. And maybe, just maybe, wanting to take charge and try to take matters into your own hands and prove what you can do, separate and independent, which also may be an illusion, but separated and independent, separated from and independent of other influences, other power sources. It may be a sign that our lives are, the natural flow of our lives is starting to go awry. And I'm reminded of kind of a funny story that I read from an Osho book, a joke that he told in one of his lectures. There was a boy, or a baby boy, who concerned his parents and the adults around him because he didn't speak well after the natural age for speaking. So everyone was concerned. And one day at breakfast, out of nowhere, he just spoke in a full sentence, "This toast is too burnt," or something to that effect. And everyone was shocked why he didn't say anything about it when he could speak in a complete sentence. And then he answered, "So far, there was nothing wrong. There have been nothing wrong. So there was no reason for me to say anything." And if everything is going fine in your life, there is no reason for you to be doing anything. And that's probably how I'm feeling now, and how I had no idea what to say, but just was going to show up for this video. And as I've been talking a lot about the body trust that everything is going to go right, the reason why we can't rest in that is because of the past memories where things didn't go right. And I think I said the same thing in a previous video. And therefore it is important to learn how to relax into the body, to invite the greater power that keeps everything in order to work more in your life. You don't want to get in the way. You don't want to interfere with the flow. And what causes for you to want to interfere is just your perception. And perception happens in the mind. And the mechanism, the way of reaching that conclusion on your mind's part may or may not be accurate. And of course, the mind never has a complete picture. It doesn't always, it always does. By definition, it cannot get access to all the details of a given situation. So you never know what's really happening. And we, as humans, we all want to know and make sense what is really happening. But we need to remember, I do that all the time. I have a very active mind, but I need to remind myself over and over that it's just my perception, and it may or may not have anything to do with what's actually happening. So I think that's it. I'm complete for today's message. Very short and sweet. I really like how it came out today. But yeah, thank you for being here. I'll see you in the next one.